Keep looking at that scoreboard, hoping the score will change, but it won't. Towson 39, Old Dominion 35. Homecoming Saturday goes up in smoke. Ted Alexander with Andy Mashaw. What a game.
It was an incredible game. Both sides played real hard. It came down to the wire, and just didn't go our way.
Towson came in 2-0 in the league. The Monarchs were 2-1 in CAA play. Towson takes the early lead thanks to a 47-yard touchdown run from Terrence West. The CAA Rookie of the Week gets off to a great start with a couple of scoring runs.
No, he did it last week against Richmond. He gashed them for 128 yards. He had equal number of yardage tonight, actually more than that, 148 yards on the day. Two big ones. That first one set the tone.
And then Tyree Lee gets the Monarchs on board to tie the game at 7-7. West goes again deep to make it 14-7 Towson. Then Angus Harper shows us some speed and some agility, 64 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, Angus Harper showing he's got some breakaway speed. Once he got to the outside, he ran through a couple of guys from the 5-yard line and in, showing he can also finish a run. Monarchs right back on it.
So they're tied at 14-14. Then Nick Mayers on a 4th and 6. Taylor Heineke goes to his not first, second, but third receiver, finds Mayers, who finds the end zone from 36 out.
Yeah, not only finds it, but finds him in stride. And hitting a guy in stride like that is a difference between a 7-yard gain and a 36-yard touchdown, especially a guy like Nick Mayers. You get him in space with a little bit of room, that's what he does. He turns them into touchdowns.
Towson field goal makes it 21-17 Old Dominion at the half. The Tigers come out and score on their first possession of the second half to go ahead 24-21, and then Taylor Heineke started going to work.
Yeah, Heineke, an outstanding game tonight. 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. If anybody's going to have a fault, it's not going to be Heineke. He played very well tonight.
He goes to Prentice Gill for 14 yards, and the Monarchs jump back in front 28-24. Then Towson kept churning up some yards. They're in the red zone. They're looking to go ahead after being down by 4, but then Carvin Powell with a huge defensive play.
Yeah, Enders rolling one way, trying to throw back the other way. Usually bad things happen for the offense when you do that. Carvin Powell had it this time, though. He was the bad thing that happened for the Tigers, coming across, making the interception. Monarchs didn't stop, though.
He gets it to the 4-yard line, so you're thinking maybe play a little conservatively, etc. No, Heineke flips the ball to Nick Mayers, and then the fun started unfolding. What a play that was, Andy. 96 yards for a score.
Yeah, Heineke did what he did all night long. Found a way to stay alive and extend the play. Then he flipped it out to Mayers, led him perfectly, by the way. The safety whiffs on Mayers, and then it's on. It's just a drag race down to the end zone. Great job by Prentice Gill staying with him with the block first off, and then the alertness to somehow stay in bounds and recover that fumble. That's just an outstanding play.
So Towson's about to go in for the go-ahead score. Instead, 2 plays later, it's Old Dominion scoring to make it 35-24, and we're thinking, hey, we're knocking off the Tigers, but that was not the case.
Yeah, give credit to Enders and this Tiger offense. They did not give up. They came back. Enders wound up with 314 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night. Biggest night of his career at Towson, at least, probably ever. And they came right back. They had a good drive. They got down. 4th down, they decided to go for it. Couldn't get it in. We thought Monarchs had this one wrapped up, but they weren't done yet.
They get a score, get the onside kick, pulling a trick out of the Monarchs' bag of tricks, and then Old Dominion's defense still hung in there. It's a 4th and 29, numbers that will forever haunt Monarch Nation in 2011.
Yeah, last year it was William & Mary, 3rd and 22, a conversion. This year, 4th and 29, and it's just like getting kicked in the gut by a mule to watch it again. It's hard to watch. At 4th and 29, you just throw it up there. Give credit where credit is due. Tom Ryan had an outstanding effort to finish this play, to make the catch, and then to finish it down the sidelines, breaking tackles, carrying defenders into the end zone with him. He just wanted it, man. You got to give him some credit, but it's painful to watch.
39-35. That's still the final. Towson over Old Dominion. Monarchs fall to 5-2 overall, 2-2 in the league. And win or lose in this CAA, Andy, you've got to flush it and move on.
Yeah, the hardest thing is the way they lost this. Not that they lost it. Had they come in and put it together a great drive and won it, more traditionally, that's one thing. To give them up a 4th and 29 and a 60-yard pass play to lose the game like that is tough to overcome. But that's what you got to do in the CAA, because everybody can do this. They got to overcome this, get ready to go on the road to Villanova. You got more CAA games to go. It's going to be tough to catch the leaders for a conference title now, but you are still very much in the very thick middle of a playoff race. So you got to look past it and keep going.
Flush it and move on. For Andy Mashaw, this is Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.